What's happening, troops? Welcome back to another video on the SharpDiv YouTube channel. On my channel, I regularly speak about Rangers, and that is why a lot of my subscribers are actually here. I like to do other videos, and hopefully everybody that watches them as well enjoys them. However, with everything that's happened recently at the club, the Old Firm at the weekend being defeated 4-0 by Celtic, I thought that I had to come on here and just give my piece. To be honest, after the Old Firm, my reaction was silence. Couldn't be arsed, mate. There was nothing that I could say that would warrant anything, that would mean anything. However, with everything that has transpired, I just had to come on here and give my two bob. So a quick backstory for anybody that's out of the loop. On Sunday, Rangers played Celtic in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. Everybody was excited. However, when Rangers went out, they gave one of the most unprofessional performances that I have ever seen. That is the players, that is the management, and every bit of that falls back to the board. In the midst of Rangers being defeated 4-0, it got to 2-0. Graham Murty, who is the manager, decided to take off Andy Hardy, a guy that he gave a chance to. Andy Hardy was nowhere near the team. Murty put him in, gave him a chance. It never worked out. To be honest, Murty could have taken anybody off. But the guy that he took off was Andy Hardy. On coming off, Andy Hardy started to walk. This infuriated me. Then he realised he started to jog. But I was still screaming, to be fair. Once he's walking up the stairs, apparently David Bates has had a word with him, and everybody's seen his reaction to that. This shit should be done in-house, in my opinion. Then Daniel Candace had a wee word, went straight up the tunnel when he got taken off. After the match, Doherty passed the ball to Morelos. Well, just before the end of the match, Doherty passed the ball to Morelos. Morelos let it run. Doherty had a go. Morelos didn't like it, and it led to an altercation, allegedly, in the dressing room. Also, since the match, the club's long-time captain, Lee Wallace, a guy that actually had basically gave up his career for the club. I watched CJ's video the other day and I couldn't agree with him more. Lee Wallace basically gave up his international career to play for Rangers Football Club in the lower leagues. He could have went to a high-level championship team or a low-level premiership team and may have just kept progressing. But it just seems that his career is at a stalemate right now. But that is because he gave up his career and his progress to beat Rangers Football Club. That guy has been suspended. Kenny Miller is looking to be sacked. So basically, Lee Wallace and Kenny Miller were not happy with everything that happened. They had some words with Graham Murty, and this has transpired. So a lot of the fans are turning on Graham Murty. Me personally, I've not turned on the guy. I've just came to a realisation that Murty isn't the man for the job. We all knew that anyway, and he's not good enough. He didn't ask to be put into this position. The board, through their incompetence, put him into this position. They took that long to approach a manager, in Derek McInnes, that manager rejected the club. Rangers had no other option but to make Graham Murty the full-time manager. So he's been thrown into the spotlight. The guy's done the best he could. The players are now turning on him because they realise he's not good enough. But also, see, when I look at that Rangers squad, I don't want to sit here and bash everything, right? But when I look at that Rangers squad, I see 3 players that have done anything in their career. That's Kenny Miller, Lee Wallace, who's probably arguably the least of the 3, and Bruno Alves, who didn't even do it in Scotland. When I look at the squad, I'm seeing players that actually do have a great attitude, in my opinion. 2 of those are Wes Foderingham and James Tavernier. Those 2 players, I believe, have got an excellent attitude. However, I feel like a lot of other players in this squad are feeling entitled. They feel like just because they play for Rangers Football Club on their own decent wages and they can buy themselves a wee pair of Gucci trainers every week, that they have made it. No, mate. You're nowhere. You've done fuck all. That's the bottom line. That is the truth. The Rangers fans are absolutely fed up of this pish. A group of fans, not sure who's taking credit for this, but a group of fans went up to Murrayfield after this match and put up a banner saying we deserve better. And they couldn't be anywhere closer to the truth, because as collectively as a fan base, we do deserve better. Even if we look at our squad and we say, right, they're not the best, they're not the most skilled, At least show some heart and some desire on the football field. Please do your job to the best of your ability, even if you're pish. We all know you're pish, but please try your hardest for the club. It's a total shambles. Something needs to be done. The board came to this club, they promised the world. They kinda made up for it a wee bit. A lot of people forgot, but it was just smoke and mirrors for January onwards. A lot of people thought, well, we're on the up, that we're doing better, which on the field we actually were. But as soon as something went wrong, boom, 10 steps backwards. Why is this? Because the board, who promised everything to us, have gave us fuck all. Let's be honest. I know that in modern day football, it is seen as a business. Clubs are seen as a business, which, rightly or wrongly, that's just the way it is now. People are in Rangers Football Club and other clubs, but in Rangers Football Club solely for the purpose of profit. Let that sink in. There is a lot actually in there that don't actually care if we are progressing or not. All they care about is profit, is making money from the club. If the powers of B actually had a fucking brain, they would be doing that. They would be strategically, as a business, making strides to become better. Where does this start? This obviously starts at a youth fundamental level. Rangers were absolute leagues behind Celtic Football Club in youth department, and they were quite close to other youth teams. I would probably say that Rangers had the second best youth academy, if you like, in the country. So how do we catch up to these teams that are financially actually in a better place than us? Me personally, I believe you need to strangle their resources in youth level. Personally, I believe the key to succeeding is listening to the consumer, listening to the fans of Rangers Football Club. But they're not doing that. We want a top level manager, do we get it? No, they've brought in 3 mediocre guys, 3 below average guys, while Celtic have invested in a top manager in Brendan Rodgers, who is respected. He is the top man at Celtic Football Club when it comes to football. We can't say that on the other side of the city at Glasgow Rangers. We need a manager in there that demands respect and is respected. We need a manager who is feared but loved by his players. So stop spending 20 and 30k on below average, over the hill professional football players. So please invest that money in a top level manager who's able to make mediocre players play 50% better, and who is able to make good players go to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. A manager that is able to squeeze every ounce of talent out of a player. Please listen to this, Rangers. Please fucking do it. If the board aren't listening to the fans, then we're finished. Another thing that I want to speak about is Club 1872. Club 1872 were founded, and their sole reason was to get the fans and the supporters' points of views across to the board, because they hold a substantial amount of shares in the football club. And I haven't done too much reading into the Club 1872, but I want to hear your opinion on them in the comment section below. Are they actually getting our message across to the board? Or are they just there? Are they just another entity that are part of the problem? Let me know in the comment section below. So that's it really. That is my 2 bob. I've spoke about the old firm. I spoke about the controversy with the players, Wallace, Miller. Spoke about Graham Murty, the board, and spoke about Rangers in a business sense. There's guys in that club who want to make profit, but they don't actually care about the club progressing. Let me tell you a wee secret if you're part of the Rangers board. The better that the club do in the football part, the better your bank balance is going to be. Yep. Let that sink into your brain. So stop trying to suck out all the resources for the club and invest it in things that the fans want. The number one thing about a football club, the fans. In modern day football, the fans seem to be down here. Profit for big dicks that don't even care about the club is up here. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. The fans should be the number one priority in a football club, because at the end of the day, they are the consumer. They are the people that are going to be there when the new chairman's not there, when the new players aren't there, and when the new manager isn't there. Who's going to still be there? The fans. That's what football's about. That's what sport's about. So start fucking listening to the fans, or else more protests, such as the ones that the Union Bears have already organised, will be implemented until we get what we want. Personally, I believe that Rangers supporters need to be the majority shareholder in the Rangers Football Club. That is personally what I believe. And then the supporters' best interests will be the best interests of the club. Right, that is all I've got for you. It's the first time I've made a video like this in a while, just speaking to the camera, addressing some issues for some questions that I have been sent. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.